Hello everyone, and welcome to a beginner's tutorial for AppleScript. AppleScript is not necessarily a programming language, but it is a scripting language that's built into the Mac OS that I think is worth highlighting the really cool things that it can do in a series of tutorials. Like I said, it's built into the operating system, so all you have to do is go to your Applications folder, scroll down to Utilities, and double-click on AppleScript Editor right here. Pop up in that nice window there. You have your just main buttons up at the top. Then this area here is the area where your code will go, and this area down at the bottom is just kind of a results or output section where any errors will appear and the results of your script will, or the output from your script will appear. I'm just going to demo a really cool feature right now. Okay, so many of you who are familiar with programming or scripting languages or programming languages in general may just expect, say, hello world, or hello this tutorial, to print down here in the results section. However, you'll be pleasantly surprised that it does this instead.
Hello, this is a tutorial.
If I spelled tutorial right, it would have said tutorial. But as you can see, it just pretty much will say whatever you want, even if you spell it wrong. Now to compile and run an AppleScript, you click the compile button, and what that will do is it'll go through and do like syntax highlighting, as well as maybe reveal an error or two if you spelt something wrong, like say if you spelt that wrong, or if you spelled the base command wrong and it's not highlighted, that will catch it instead of you running it and getting an error. So AppleScript is just really useful in a lot of ways. Like that say command, you could use that to interface with the user in a way that most other applications just lack the ability of doing, or if they do have the ability, they just don't do it. So just a really cool attention-grabbing way to interact with the user there. AppleScript is also really neat because it's integrated with the operating system. So you can do things to the operating system that you wouldn't normally be allowed to do. For example, if we do tell application, which is just the basic way of interfacing with any application on the computer, then you do an opening quote finder. So this is telling the computer I want to interact with the program Finder to quit. Compile that. Now everyone knows in a Mac you can't quit Finder. You can. Tell application Finder to quit. As you can see, all my icons over here went away and the little light under Finder disappeared. So yes, it is indeed possible to quit Finder. To relaunch it, you just click Finder like you would any other application, and you're right back up and running again. So you can do that with the dock as well. You can quit your dock. It's a little tricky, but you can do it. Another thing, so that's just kind of the basics of AppleScript here. In other tutorials, we will get into other things like display dialogues, which have the ability of getting input from users. They can click buttons, just kind of in a window, like you might see an error message or something pop up. Be like an OK button or a yes button or whatever. AppleScript can easily generate those windows, get input, and do things with them. So in a future tutorial, we'll go over some more of those cool features of AppleScript and anything else you guys might like. So thanks for watching, and hope you have fun with AppleScript. It's a really great language.